Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Menken here with Splash Sports. Today is May 22nd, 2024. A little recap on yesterday's performance. Had a winning day going 2-1. We ended up losing that Detroit Tigers and that Kansas City Royals. The Kansas City Royals absolutely jumped out swinging yesterday. Scored 2 in that bottom of the first inning. Lost that one, but still had a winning day. Not complaining on this side, still having winning days on this show, and that's all we care about, ladies and gentlemen. So let's roll right into it and have another winning day. Remember, on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game. Plain and simple. A NRFI means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into those plays, be sure to smash that like button for me and subscribe to my YouTube channel and toggle on that notification button. That way, every time I drop another video, you guys will be notified. All right, let's roll right into game number 1 here, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off with the Detroit Tigers taking on the Kansas City Royals here. For the Detroit Tigers, Tarik Skubal will be on the mound here. He's 6-0 with 55 innings of work here, an ERA of 1.8 with 65 strikeouts. He's clearly averaging a strikeout here per inning and only 11 earned runs on the season. He'll be matched up in KC against Cole Ragans here. He's 3-3, 56 innings of work, a little higher end of an ERA, sitting at 3.7 here. 64 strikeouts as well. He's striking out a batter here per inning and 23 earned runs on the season. You look at Tarik's last start in Arizona, looked fantastic in that 13-0 victory. Tarik in his last 2 starts, he went 12.1 innings of work, 8 hits, and only 2 earned runs. This guy is absolutely pitching lights out here. And then for Reagan, he's coming off a nice win in his last outing against that Oakland Athletics team, going 7 innings of work, 2 hits, and no earned runs here. He's pitching back at home. I like both of these starting pitchers, especially Tarik Skubal on the mound for this Detroit Tigers team, and we'll see if Cole Reagan can get this top of the order for this Detroit Tigers team. That's why in game number 1 between the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals, we're smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. So into our second game between the Atlanta Braves taking on my Chicago Cubbies here. Max Fried will be on the mound for the Atlanta Braves. He's 3-2 with 49.2 innings of work, a little higher end of an ERA also with 3.81 here, 39 strikeouts as he's under a strikeout here per inning and 21 earned runs. He'll be matched up against the Chicago Cubs' Justin Steele here. He's 0-1 this season with 19 innings pitched. An ERA of 5.21 here, 18 strikeouts and 11 earned runs. You look at Fried, he just got a loss in his last outing against that Padres team, going 4.1 innings of work, 9 hits, and 3 earned runs. I'm expecting Max to have a bounce-back game, and same with Steele. Steele's coming off of his first loss against the Pirates, going 5.2 innings of work, 5 hits, and 5 earned runs. Justin Steele will have a nice bounce-back game, and we'll see Max Fried. He's a veteran pitcher as well. I like both of these starting pitchers as well to come out because they had such a down start in their last performance. I know they bounced back here in a good spot in Wrigley here. That's my game number 2 between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. We're smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. Let's roll into our third and final game between the Seattle Mariners and the New York Yankees here. Bryce Miller will be on the mound for the Mariners. 3-4 this season, 52.2 innings of work. He does have an ERA of 3.08 here, 52 strikeouts, averaging a strikeout per inning, and 18 earned runs on the season. He'll be matched up against the New York Yankees' Nestor Cortes. 2-4 this season, 50.2 innings of work, 3.5 ERA with 57 strikeouts, averaging a strikeout per inning and 24 earned runs. You look at Miller's last start, he got the loss against the Orioles, going 5.1 innings of work, 6 hits, and 4 earned runs. His first game was against the Yankees here, and the Yankees, let's not forget how hot these Yankees have been. In their last 10 games, they're 8-2. They are absolutely picking up momentum offensively and scoring a lot of runs, especially early on in the ballgame. Nestor Cortes picked up a win finally in his last start, going 7 innings of work, 5 hits, and no earned runs against that Chicago White Sox team. I like Nestor Cortes and Bryce Miller, especially Bryce Miller coming off a loss to the Baltimore Orioles. He went 5.1 innings of work and only 5 hits, but he gave up those 4 earned runs. We'll see what he could do against this powerhouse of a lineup in this New York Yankees team, but I think he has a bounce back first inning here. That's why in game number 3 between the Seattle Mariners and the New York Yankees, we're going to smack the NRFI, no runs first inning. Let's take a recap of the games I've selected for you today. Game number 1 between the Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals, NRFI. Game number 2 between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs, NRFI. And in game number 3 between the Seattle Mariners and the New York Yankees, we're smacking the NRFI, no runs first inning. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Nick Menken with Splash Sports. If you have not done so, smack that like button for me. It helps me out a ton, and it costs you guys none. And go follow me on X at Nick Menken to get every single one of my plays. Best of luck and best bets.